Today's Read Aloud story is The Little Mermaid, based on the literary fairy tale by Hans Christian Andersen. Let's start reading. The Little Mermaid. In the depths of the ocean, where coral cast a rainbow of colors and fish glided like raindrops, lived a young mermaid princess named Marina. Her eyes were the color of the sea, and her hair flowed like strands of sunlight through the water. Marina was the youngest of 6 sisters, each born with a beautiful voice that could rival the most melodious birds. "Marina, dear, be careful near the surface," cautioned Marina's eldest sister, Coral. "The human world is not meant for us, and the dangers are many." Marina listened to her sister's advice, but her heart was filled with wanderlust, and no cautionary words could quell her desire. On her 15th birthday, Marina swam to the surface, her heart beating with excitement. There, she witnessed a ship sailing gracefully, its sails billowing like puffy clouds. "Oh, look at that ship, so grand and beautiful!" Marina exclaimed to herself, her eyes wide with wonder. On board the ship, the humans celebrated a prince's birthday. Music and laughter floated across the waves, capturing Marina's heart. She watched, transfixed, as the prince danced under the moonlit sky. "Their world is so different, so full of life and energy," Marina mused, her heart fluttering like a school of fish. Suddenly, a storm brewed, and the ship was tossed like a fragile leaf. Lightning struck, and the ship began to sink. Without hesitation, Marina swam to the rescue, pulling the unconscious prince from the waves and laying him gently on the shore. As dawn broke, Marina gazed at the prince, his handsome features softened by sleep. She knew she could never stay on land, yet her heart had been forever touched by the world above. When the prince awoke, he found himself on the beach, his savior nowhere in sight. "Who saved me?" he wondered aloud, the memory of a sweet voice haunting his thoughts. Marina watched from a distance, hidden among the waves, a wistful smile tugging at her lips. "If only I could tell him that it was I who saved him," she murmured softly. Back in the ocean, Marina's heart ached with unspoken emotions. She yearned to be with the prince, to explore the human world by his side. Marina knew a way to become human, but the price was steep. She sought out the sea witch, a mysterious and ominous figure, and begged for her help. "Please, I would do anything to be with him," Marina pleaded, her eyes filled with desperation. The sea witch agreed to grant Marina legs in exchange for a voice. Marina's enchanting voice was captured in a seashell, leaving her voiceless but human. With her newfound legs, Marina surfaced near the prince's kingdom. Weak and disoriented, Marina was found by villagers who took her to the palace. The prince, unaware of her sacrifice, cared for her, believing her to be a shipwreck survivor. Marina's expressive eyes and gestures conveyed her thoughts, and the prince was drawn to her gentle spirit. "Are you all right? You seem so lost," the prince asked. Marina nodded, her eyes meeting his with gratitude. She gestured towards the sea, a longing expression in her gaze. As days turned into weeks, Marina's love for the prince grew stronger. She reveled in the beauty of the human world, but longed to share her true identity with the prince. "I wish I could speak and tell you everything," Marina sighed to the prince one evening as he strolled along the shore. One day, the prince announced his intention to marry a princess from a neighboring kingdom. Marina's heart shattered. Desperate, she sought the sea witch once more, hoping for a way to undo her transformation. "Surely there must be another way," Marina pleaded, her heart heavy with sorrow. The sea witch revealed that Marina could regain her mermaid form if she took the life of the prince before sunrise on the day after his wedding. With a heavy heart, Marina returned to the palace, torn between her love for the prince and the fate of her own kind. On the eve of the prince's wedding, Marina stood at the edge of the sea, a knife in her hand, tears in her eyes. She gazed at the palace, her heart heavy with the weight of her decision. "Marina, is that you?" A voice called out from behind her, and she turned to see the prince approaching. With a heavy heart, Marina tried to convey her feelings through gestures, her eyes pleading for understanding. The prince's eyes filled with compassion as he pieced together her story. "You saved me that day, didn't you? You're the one who has been by my side all this time." As the first rays of dawn broke the horizon, Marina cast the knife into the waves, unable to carry out the sea witch's cruel command. She had come to understand the value of love, and she could not bear to take a life, even for her own sake. Marina threw herself into the sea, knowing she would become sea foam. And as the waves whispered Marina's name and the sea creatures sang her song, her spirit remained alive in the hearts of all who heard her story. The